Hello, YouTube. Well, I didn't know you were there, so sorry about that. Well, two of my kids, my daughter's sleeping at my grandmother's, at her grandmother's. My son's sleeping down the street at his friend's house. I've got one son in school, one kid not home yet, but I'm gonna do this better. We're gonna talk about how to use Zillow to pocket the buyer's commission, essentially. Now, you may need a little help with many agents, so we're gonna talk about how you can share the referral fee with an entrepreneurial agent. That's on the back end. I'll talk a little bit about me then. But the main thing is I just wanted to show you how truly easy this can be done on websites like Zillow. And then I'll even show you how you can buff. Sorry, I had that on for my kid. It might make some more noise. I'm also going to show you how you can probably pop that instead of just 2 or 3% of the buyer's commission, how it could be turning, you could look at it, the equivalent of another 5% in value, 5 to 10% in value. So let me just explain. All right, so this is part of the real estate training that I will do about solar homes. I'm going to put it all together in a course over at winnerscheck.org. Now, this is Poway's home for sales on Zillow. You can do something like this anywhere. Now, the first thing I do, if I'm in an area, I'm going to look to see how we're doing with solar panels. Now, I don't expect Zillow to have them all, because in the past, one time they did, most of the time they don't. Solar and some of the other major websites, it's tough to find solar. So if you like what I'm about to say with solar, then you want to get in touch with me. I can take care of. I have an MLS for Orange County, CRMLS all over, in San Diego, where I'm located, and I can refer you to solar home experts in other places. But here's the point: we're going to use solar as an example, but you could do the same thing without solar. It could be a pool, it could be views, it could be really anything to help you develop rapport with the listing agent and get the information you need, which would then give you a segue at that point in time or later to talk about the fact that you'd like to see the home, but you're already working with an agent. And we'll talk about that further. First, let's just start with this. So let's say I clicked on this earlier. This was an interesting home in the previous screening. And today we've seen one agent say it's on free and clear, but it looked like a smaller system. And here, this is probably because my Zillow is not normally this slow. This is probably because this video may be taking up a lot of time. So now I'm getting a little worried about you not seeing my recording in sync with my lips. But let's try this again. Hopefully this will work faster there. That was better. Okay, so now, first of all, let's talk about where the listing agent is. Now, I would say that, and they're always changing these forms. This is different than when I did training like this a month ago. So, I'm the premier agent. I'm going to have to bring you up. I thought I did this. No, that is it. So why does it think contact agent, contact premier agent? They seem to know who I am, so I'm going to have to do an in private window here. Now they won't know, and this may be useful to you in the future. I don't know. Let's try Poway again. For sale. Now I'd like to go to more. I'm going to type in, oh look, they're constantly, this is different than earlier. So they give different people, they are probably constantly testing, split testing, to see how they can do. So Poway, home type, this is not as effective as the, I don't think so anyway. Let's not do that. Let's go back here. Poway homes for sale. Wow, this is a nightmare. I'm going to have to start again. Let's just see. We'll go Zillow.com. Let's go buy homes for sale. I mean, you may have the same issue. So we've got Poway homes for sale. Now, I wanted to see if we could go down and find the homes with solar panels. Maybe this is working now. Okay, so here we go. Now, this is a different view and a different interface of the homes I was looking before. So let's just pick. That might be two set of panels. Let's just see how they do. Let's see, 270 days. I would be already careful of why it was on. I saw something about 270 days. So let's see if they talk about solar panels in here. They don't. But let's say you were interested in this home. It says the listing agent's Mark Jenkins. I would see what happens when we contact the agent. I would consider calling him directly. And I'd say, Mark, I saw that you're listing that home. It's been on the internet for it's been on Zillow for 270 days. Could you tell me a little bit about it? And then just be quiet. Let him explain. If he gets to your 270 days, great. If he doesn't, fine. You say, hey, well, have you seen the property? Do you already have disclosures on the property? I was wondering if you could let me see the disclosures. Now, Mark may say something like, well, yeah, we have the disclosures. And we had 2 buyers, but they fell out because they didn't get approved for financing. It's a HUD home or whatever it is. And you say, okay, great, but I'm still interested. You know, could you, if you don't have the disclosures right now, have you seen the property? You know, how does it look? What are the views? What's the traffic like? What schools? I mean, questions that you're interested in. Not being a jerk, being friendly with them. And then it's some kid. Well, this sounds really interesting. Let me just tell you up front, Mark, that I am working with an agent. And I was wondering, I'm not sure that I want to come see it because I'm looking at 4 or 5 homes today. I'm going to see if I can put something together. But if I call you back, would you be able to show the home to me, but at the same time not be the procuring cause? Because, you know, and I'll shoot you over a form to an email or a text to confirm that we understand that, and you're just showing me the home. Because I'm, you know, maybe I'll choose to work with you in the future, but right now I feel like I'm sort of working with somebody else. And he might try everything with you, but eventually I think the majority of agents will be willing to work with you. And if not, that's what our training's for at winnerscheck.org. We've got the buyer training, the solar home training. So I'm going to now try to go back to the solar home training. Let's hopefully pick this one out, and maybe we'll find something out about it. Just listed, value, owned solar and pool. I don't know if the pool also has solar or if they're saying it's thermal pool. Okay, so I have solar in my home. That's why I did the research. I'm an attorney. I understand a lot about it, and I set up a course for real estate agents, solar home expert course. I've got an agent I've been working with already out in Arizona because there's so many solar panel homes out there. So when I see solar, own solar, pool, brings up questions because I have thermal for my pool on the roof that keeps my pool heated for an extra month or 2 on each end of the season, maybe for the kids. For me, it's probably only 3 weeks. My wife, it's probably only 1 week. But it keeps it nice and warm during the season when it's good. And then, you know, you can shut it off during the summer if it's like the system we have. So that's thermal. That will save you heating. That will save you electricity. And it can help save you warming up the hot tub in the warmer time of the year. So that's great. Then there's solar panels. Solar panels, especially owned, means it's going to I would believe it's going to transfer you. I checked this, but it's going to transfer you free and clear. Now, this is it's a 4,000 square foot home. I would expect in Poway, this place is easily have $600 or $700 savings a year on average in electricity, especially if they've got a pool and they use the pump and all that, and you put some kids in there because it's 4 bedrooms. You know, you're looking at, so let me just give you a frame of reference. $500 a month at current interest rates is about $100,000 in mortgage. I mean, when I mean about, it's like $493 per 100,000 right now. So $500 a month is about $100,000 in buying power. This may be even more savings, like $700, $800 a month, depending on electricity usage. We'd find that out. We'd call them up, say, you know, what size is your system? You know, because I have a system now, I can help you determine that that's plenty of power. I would think that'd be plenty of power for this size or not. What are the solar bills like now? How many people are living there? What's their usage like? So you get a feel. But let's say you conclude you're saving $700 a month. Well, that's like saving maybe $120,000 to $130,000. It's almost 10% of the price of this home. Right there, if you're using a mortgage and you'd have to buy a mortgage, you could buy a home that's worth about 5 or 10% more and still see the same payments. So you can use solar homes to get into your dream home or your dream neighborhood or better, because you're spending, you know, you're going to pay your mortgage, you're going to pay your electricity. Now, if you're not paying the electricity, that's a massive value to you, I would think. So you're looking at 5 or 10% there. So you're looking at 2 to 3% bypassing the buyer's fee. You're looking at, especially in the luxury area where the homes are on the market a little longer, where there's a little more competition, where I really like to work with you, because we're going to develop a rapport with a listing agent. That, you know, people want their home sold. Listing agents know as you get higher up in the ranges, it's harder to sell. We're going to get the questions that help you get a value. We're going to find out if he's working with other buyers now. We're going to find out And these are also, we're going to go through the questions. That's why we're having, and if you don't want to work with me, we have a course at winnerscheck.org where I will go over all this in live training. You can present your questions to me. We'll go over all this. I will help you ask those questions and develop the rapport. And then you can decide where and when, if you want to have an agent, an entrepreneurial agent, help you capture that buyer's agent commission, which could be 2 or 3%. I would expect it to be 2.5 or 3% on a property like this. So you're looking at $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 in commissions that you could share. We could also be looking at saving you money or getting you home in a competition because we've developed rapport with the listing agent. If it's a solar home, if an agent's working with me or I've educated you, they're going to realize that we're going to help them with their disclosures. We're going to help them avoid liability for the agent, the broker, and the client because we're going to get you it's better to get the information you need to make a decision than have a lawsuit later. So I hope you're on board with that. But this training, that's what this is about. Working with homes in solar areas, and believe me, places like Carlsbad along the coast, they have 10 to 15% of the homes for sale during the season are solar homes. And if you're if we're with pools or other things, we're going to help you get a great value. We're going to help you get the information you need from the listing agent just from the comfort of knowing what you're doing. And we're going to find a way to split that referral fee with you. Now, let me just say that right now, there's 2 ways you could do this. If you want to set up a consultation with me and you want me to do a lot of the work, you might be willing to do some or none, give me a call. Go to winnerscheck.com, click that link. You can skip the video, it's in there, and just set up a consultation with me on my calendar. My calendar's there, it's out for 5 or 6 days. I'll find out your goals, and I'll talk to you about my program. My do it with you or my do it for you program. My do it for you program, I will still make it interesting to you. I will still find a way to split some of the the buyer agent commission, some of the commission I make with you. Now, the do it with you program is again, depending on how much of this work you want to do. I have, you can ask me ahead of time, I want to do this much, I'll instantly tell you where we are. I'm not trying to just, extract the most money. I'm not like, never mind. I don't want to put down any politics here. Now, let's say you're not ready to do that. I know you might not be thinking you want to call me. You want to find out more about me. You want to develop some more rapport. So you can go to winnerscheck.org and sign up for a course. Right now, it's going to split out. But right now, there's the buyer's course and the solar home course. I put them together because I'm going to put together live training for each of them. It's going to be a 3-week training. And for $46, you're going to get a lot of questions answered if you participate. Otherwise, you'll see the replays. Now, that $46 course is going to be hundreds of dollars in the future. I've taken videos before. I put a lot of work into them. I could probably show them. Let me just show you the website. This is winnerscheck.org. I've put a lot of work into this, and the courses themselves have a lot of videos and content and solar, and I'm putting more in this weekend because on Tuesday we're starting with our first of the 3 weeks of training. Now, it's only $45, I know, but you can apply this if we refer it out at any time. Let's just say, hey, you've gotten it, you're almost ready to purchase a home, but you're like, oh, maybe I'd want John to look at this. Maybe I'd want an attorney looking over it anyway. Whatever that fee is that we work out, that there'll be a chance to do that because I'll put it in there. I'll apply your $45, or right now, let's say you want to do more, but you don't want to go talk to me. Well, there's going to be what they call in marketing, what this website allows me to do. There's a little upsell in there. So after you pay the $47 or $49, whatever the course was, which really I wanted people in there, screen people that want to get this information so we can participate. There's a $297 course where I'll set up a consult with you. I'll put the link in there. You can set up, it'll be a 30-minute consult, and we'll set up the forms so that, and I'll tell you when to introduce them, so that at some point, if you're going to see the property, you start getting information from the listing agent where he's going to feel like he or she is going to become the procuring cause. We'll shoot over, you can, depending on how tech savvy, or you can shoot up a link to a text. We can put this in software where you can get electronic signatures, but you'll be able to shoot them over a link. I could create even a ClickFunnels website for you where you could, however you want to do it. We'll have a form, we'll have your name on it, we'll have my name on it. There'll be instructions to the agent to send it back to you and to send it to me. And so when you see it, it'll be good. You'll send it back to me because my name's going to be on it, so I want to know what's going on. But I'm not going to obligate you to do anything else. It's just going to be, I'm aware of what's going on, and that's what you've paid me $300 for. And also, it will entitle you to, it'll entitle you to a fantastic split of the commissions if you just decide, hey, you're not going to do any better out than 80-15 split. If you sign up now during this course, and this is just very limited, it's because I want to get people in there. Normally, it's going to be $1,000 or $2,000 and an 80-20 split. But, anybody working with you is going to get that $1,000 or $2,000 back because homes in California, the average price is $600,000 or $700,000. So, it's still a great deal. It's better. There's websites about referring you to great agents. I'll help you get a great agent. I do it for family members. I have my own. I'll share that during a consult if someone brings it up. I can find you the best, if you're going to work with buyer's agents, the best buyer's agents in each town. I have a method for doing it. I'll share that with you in the course if you ask. So we can go to buyer's agents if you're transferring, if you're going to an area you don't know, if you want that handholding. I would suggest that we make sure we get you a top buyer's agent and you let me help you do that. Otherwise, we can go directly to listing agents if you're doing the work, or if you want me to do it, I'll perform close to a full-service realtor. Basically, if you're buying near me in San Diego, I'll be happy to drive you around, but I hate traffic. I don't want to be stuck in traffic at 3 or 4 in the afternoon. I lived in Carlsbad, so I go to Carlsbad. I live in Solana Beach. I go to Solana Beach, and when I was single, I lived in PB. So I drive to other places, but I'm not driving all over in the traffic. I'd refer it out to we talk about it, but I prefer to just refer it over to the listing agent and keep the buyer's fee if we're going to do that. But I'm a realtor and attorney. At this stage of my career, I feel like I can make those choices, but I am taking my knowledge and I'm showing you how to use social media so that you can pocket the buyer's agent fee or a substantial portion of it, depending on how much work you want to do. So talk to me directly, winnerscheck.com. And we'll talk about solar homes. If you want to get started, but you're not really ready to go, get the training at winnerscheck.org. Thanks. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh, shoot. Did I show you the Zillow stuff? Oh, man. I think I did. Thank goodness. All right. Thanks. Talk to you later. Bye. John McConnin, winnerscheck.org at winnerscheck.com.